What is up, Tube users? I'm the Stereotypical Gamer, and welcome back to another episode of Z to A. Today, we are taking a look at Terraria. I do want to start this out by saying that this is all pre-recorded footage. I did have recordings and live commentary for doing this because I thought it would be interesting, because this is my first time back playing Terraria in over 10 years, but for some reason the audio just sounded funky. It kind of sounded like I got corrupted or something, and it just didn't sound right. So just gonna do a commentary over my first time playing Terraria in probably about 10 years. Now, this game gets a lot of comparison as like a 2D Minecraft, and I can definitely see why. Both these games came out around the same time, I believe. They both have a really light and very green color palette to them. Both have like a blocky kind of art style as well, and both are like a survival game, so they share a lot of similarities, but I really think gameplay wise they couldn't be more different from each other. And I think that's really the case, because if you like Minecraft, I don't think you'll necessarily like Terraria, and if you like Terraria, I don't think necessarily you'll like Minecraft. But one of the biggest similarities I find with these two games is how unhelpful the game is at just like helping you understand how to play the game. Because a big aspect of both Terraria and Minecraft is the crafting system. You want to craft a bunch of different things to build up your defenses, to upgrade your character in certain ways, to get new weapons and stuff like that. Crafting is a big aspect, and in Minecraft, to give them credit, they have really made crafting a lot easier. Back when Minecraft first came out, you'd have to have like a Wikipedia page of just all the different crafting recipes open just to memorize them, and it was just a really frustrating thing, but they've definitely streamlined it a lot in game and made it really easy to figure out the different recipes for things and craft them super efficiently. And I was hoping that it would be the same case for Terraria, and they have made improvements. They definitely have made improvements to crafting, but I still think it is somewhat of a pain. They have like a tutorial like NPC that kind of spawns around where you start, and it didn't feel like he was very helpful at all at just kind of showing someone who hasn't played this game. Like, I've not played a lot of Terraria, and I was just kind of curious to see if I can get into this game with no experience whatsoever. And I like the idea of having like a tutorial guide to just help guide me through what I'm supposed to do, because there's really no direction in this game. So just having that guidance is nice, but he wasn't really that guidance that I wanted or needed. But overall, I really do enjoy the gameplay aspect of things, but the building and stuff I just could not figure out. Placing torches was just super confusing for me. I figured it out at the end that I'm able to pretty consistently place torches if there's like a wall as a backdrop. Like you could see here, there's mountains off in the distance, right? So I can't place a torch on them because they're supposed to be far out. But when you're in a cave like we are here, there's a wall right there that's right next to you, and you can easily place torches on those walls kind of anywhere. It makes really lighting up like a dark place like a cave really easy, and I really like how that's done. But just trying to place a torch on the ground was inconsistent and really difficult to do. And like when I became like first nighttime, as it will here in a second, like you kind of need those lights to just kind of see and stuff like that. And I believe it kind of works the same as in Minecraft, that it despawns enemies, or like they won't spawn around areas that are well lit up with torches. But I just could not figure out how to place torches on a flat surface for the life of me. And this goes back to the tutorial NPC, and Like, he just basically felt like the tutorial tips that you get in loading screens for games. You know, a lot of games, it's like a stereotypical trope in games that they'll give like useful tips and tricks during load screens, which, yeah, for the most part, they are helpful, and they give you like things like there's definitely tips that I've seen in loading screens of things I didn't know about in the game and have definitely been helpful. But to see that coming from an NPC in the game that are just kind of basic, like, oh, you should go search for wood and stuff, use your tools to break down trees, like, okay, yeah, I get that. Oh, you need to build a home, but it doesn't show me how to build a home. I know the basics of this game, right? You have to craft like walls and stuff, and right here I'm trying to build an area to build a house, but because it's a 2D environment, it's not like I'm building like walls that I can't cross or anything, right? I'm building into the background here, and it just is super weird to me, and I'm just not familiar enough with the building system in Terraria. I like the idea of it. I really like the 2D aspect of building an environment out, you know, but it was just really confusing. Like, I was just trying to build a home, and I spent a lot of time just trying to put a door down on this area that I'm building at home, and I could not figure it out for the life of me. And I kept going back to the NPC to see if he had anything helpful, and I just wanted to figure this out in game. Like, obviously I could go online and figure this out, but just to have something like as simple as placing a door down not be simple is really frustrating in a game that is like this. And it sucks because I really want to like this game, because there's no other game that I can think of that is like a 2D builder that has as much freedom building in a 2D environment that Terraria has. You know, and the combat in this game, while it is basic, it was pretty fun. And I know, like, here I just kind of went off exploring, and things get kind of hectic quickly, and the amount of different enemies, and I know that there's like bosses and stuff you can fight, so it definitely ramps itself up compared to just kind of the basic exploring of things, which is really cool. But just it's hard for me to get past trying to figure out basic mechanics that should be really easy and are easy in any other game, and just not being able to figure it out in a 2D environment like this. And the game not having a useful resource to provide just how to play the game and the different crafting things you could do. I did find that there is like a crafting system kind of thing that is definitely a lot more streamlined than it was, and like it shows you each item that you have in your inventory and what you can use to craft it and the things you need to craft those things. So it is a lot more streamlined, but it's not as well done as it could be. Like, I think Minecraft is definitely the gold standard for their crafting system, and Terraria, while it's definitely better than it was 100%, it's still not that great. So yeah, I mean, unfortunately, this is a game that I really do want to get into and play, but I don't want to spend a lot of time just researching the game before being able to actually play it, which is unfortunate because this is a really fun game, and I know a lot of people really enjoy it. It's a really great game, but it's just too hard to get in and understand it, I think, even by today's standards. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like if you did, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.